this is actually probably going to be more along the lines of like money models, price adjustments than it will be anything we do on the funnels or the ad side of things. But don't be afraid to spend some more money on ads as long as you're. And are you managing the ads or is somebody else?
I've gone through 3 different agencies, and all 3 of them were more shot than the rest, so I do it all myself now.
Cool. Okay. Which is honestly, it's fine. I manage my ads like because you were in a hedge fund world. I kind of created like a quant that reads the ads manager and essentially tells me what to scale, cut, kill on a daily basis. And that's better than any ads agency that I've worked with.
Yeah,
So
and we use Hyros as well. We track a lot
cool.
of stuff, so yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now that we have this, I think we should spend the last bit of this doing two quick things. One is because I think that this is more your constraint than the funnel. Talk to me really quickly about how you launch new creatives and how you manage your ads that you have right now. Like what's the system and process that you use?
Right, for sure. So my, I guess, cadence is about I want to launch 10 to 15 new ads a month. We've tried static ads and video ads. Static ads, using AI and all these different things, hit or miss. So we launch probably, I would say, call it 10 video ads and 5 static photo ads. And what we do is we take the variations of what's performing the best and try to make new angles on it. So, for example, one of our best performing ads has been about talking about indicators. So everyone always thinks that there's this magic indicator to getting involved in the stock market, but the reality is indicators they come after the price move already happens. So educating traders on how indicators are not really sufficient has been something good. So then I make different variations on indicators. Or for example, a really big thing for us, which I got from Jason Flavian. I don't know if you heard of him, but one of the best things that we've done is, and some I don't know how this got approved, but he mentioned on a podcast that he would post a bank account with like $1 million on it in the ad and be like, look, if you want a refund, the refund is going to come directly from this bank account that you see here. That way I'm good for it. So I recently just launched an ad where I put $2 million in a bank account and said, hey, if you guys want a refund, you get it the same day. Here's the bank account and you get to keep it anyway. So now I'm going to try to make variations of that. But yeah, I mean, I could just go into the ads manager and show you.
Look, before we pull up ads managers, so that's fine. So, how do you launch them? A, B, C, B, O, and then how do you manage and scale them?
So we usually do CBO ads.
Okay.
What we've done is when it came to the targeting, so most of the stuff is to cold traffic, and we've tried variation. So we've tried heavy interest stacked stock market investing, this, that, versus completely broad. And when we found this completely broad actually performs better,
Almost
letting
always.
Facebook kind of do their thing. So we
Yeah.
just go completely broad, CBO. We have winners in one ad set and then testing in another ad set. And usually I give it about, what I found is about 2 weeks is for the ads to learn. So if they're not really hitting the KPI numbers within 30 days, then I'll shut them off or scale.
Okay. And are you launch? What is the ad budget for the testing and the scaling?
So let's say I would say about $1,000 per day on scaled ads on Meta, and let's say 300 on testing. So
Okay.
it's about 1,300 on Meta per day, and then another 1,300 on Google, YouTube per day.
Okay. And the reason you're doing Google and Meta is why?
So we were unable to advertise on Google and YouTube for a really long time until I guess recently that a lot of our ads started getting approved. So we wanted to see the difference between acquisition of Google versus Meta. What we found is Meta is bet for us. Meta is better for cold audiences, and Google YouTube is better for warm retargeting. So we've been running cold and warm essentially on Google YouTube. We've just been back on for maybe like 60 days. So I want to kind of test to see which platform performs better. But based on what I'm seeing so far is I'm probably going to move a lot of the spend from Google Cold to Meta Cold because that's been performing better.
Yeah, that was gonna be my recommendation. You really get rewarded on Meta for pixel fires and conversion events. And so the fact that you're splitting it up is really doing you no favors. And it's, you've done it for 60 days, you'll be able to tell almost immediately because you have a low ticket $97 cost per purchase. So I mean you should be able to tell not only which has the better cost per purchase, but also which has the upfront cash or overall lifetime value. If Meta's either the same or better I would just move everything over to Meta. There's also the fact, Alex, that because you're managing these ads yourself, having to task manage and switch and do creatives between both of them, it's like an exhausting job, to be honest with you. I used to
Sure.
do the same thing myself.
Sure.
So I would move it all over to Meta. Yes, there's probably an argument that you can create it in, that you can have retargeting on YouTube from your YouTube videos. That's fine, because you're just, you can run those ads essentially forever. But I would keep all the cold traffic over on Meta.
If you want me and my team to install any of these systems in your business done for you, make sure you go down below and book a free revenue system diagnostic call. We're going to get on a call, identify your biggest bottleneck, and show you exactly what we would do to solve it there live. The best news is we offer every single client a no questions asked money back guarantee. If you want to be featured on our next constraint call, go down below and apply.